Good morning. Welcome to another Kerfuffle.
Oh.
Well, that's it. End of a different Kerfuffle. It's another Kerfuffle webinar, and I am delighted to have the wonderful people that we've got on screen around me. Mark from Love2Move. How the devil are you, sir? You okay?
Excellent. Thank you, Simon. How are you?
Perfect as ever. Obviously smiling. Vaccines in the background, pubs opening, football grounds in tier 2 areas, including Liverpool, all brilliant. So yeah, I'm in a good place. Jamie and David from the I Am Property Goliath. How the devil are you?
Tier 3. We're tier 3, so we're no problems, none of that.
No, you've only got yourselves to blame, basically. You know, you've got slap on the wrist if you've been naughty and everything else. Good, but you're isolating and you're looking good. You actually got a bit of a Fritzl chamber going on there, Jamie. I think that's.
Yeah, I get a lot of comments about this.
That looks very secure, as they say. Right, enough of that.
Simon.
I told you, go on Watkins' show if you want professionalism. This is very different. Right, obviously, great announcement. This is all about talking about the partnership between you two companies. We'll go into that a little bit more detail there. Industry out and pieing everywhere about the tie-up. Do you want to just give us a bit of context about it, where it started and what the thinking was? Mark, do you want to just kick us off with that?
Yeah, absolutely. So at Love2Move, we work with agents to allow them to offer a fixed fee selling platform. And it's been sort of in the pipeline for quite a while, this internally, in that we talk to agents about offering their clients 3 ways to sell. So our way is the pay up front model, the fixed fee, sort of the budget cost, their traditional percentage fee payable on completion, and auction service for those types of clients who are motivated to sell quickly and to have fixed timescales. So we've been talking about the 3 ways to sell for quite a while, and we have been offering auction from various different providers, but never really had sort of fantastic service and the tie-up that we've now got with Iamsold. So it was David that came to see us probably early this year, I think it was, David. And we were just really impressed with Iamsold, the size of them. They are obviously the market leading provider, and just the access to the training and the tech. And they've really got on board with talking about this 3 ways to sell and offering clients choice when selling the house. So it was just a very natural type. I think we've got a lot in common, and it's a fantastic business for us to be working with. So we're very pleased that we've been able to announce it this week.
Fantastic. And look, it's been a complete I Am Property loving, because we obviously had Jordan on this week as well talking about it. We were stressing on that interview as well that you've been so good on the service side of things, Jamie and David, haven't you? But actually underpinning all of that as well is the technical skill set and resources of the company, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the combination of the two that we see as the perfect. The perfect combination for success, to support agents, and to support agents in turn giving more choice to their clients. So it's our ethos. We want auction to grow. We think that every agent should be offering auction as a core service so that they can give choice to the consumer. And with Love2Move and what Mark's goals and objectives are with the business, it's a really good tie-up, a really natural fit, where he takes that one step further and gives that additional option to the seller, so that it's not just private treaty, it's private treaty on an online basis, and also bringing in together then the addition of the auction offerings that we can bring. It's a really good combination, something we're quite excited about.
It's all about options. We are giving everybody more options here, which can only be a good thing, surely, can't it?
Fundamentally, that's it.
I think from a listing perspective, if you can go out with options that will suit a variety of vendors depending on their circumstances and how they want to sell, then you've got a far higher chance of getting the listing. So it makes absolute sense.
Excellent. How does it work in practice with your members? How do they get to find out about it? Do they need to talk to their account managers? What's going to be the optimal way for your Iamsold and I Am Property clients working with Mark?
It's much the same as a standard service in terms of what we do, setting up the department, going through what they want from it, going through the training, going through the technology, getting them fully set up with all the marketing materials that they need and the team to support them. So that's why it's a really good fit for us, because it's our bread and butter, I suppose, Dave. It's probably the right phrase to put it. It's what we do and it's what we're good at. So it allows Mark to do what he needs to do by just bolting on with us in the right way.
Excellent. And so, okay, Mark, and so, how has it been received so far? Obviously, the story launched this week. Has there been a lot of interest in it so far?
Yeah, so we've got our own network of agents, not the size of Iamsold, obviously, but we've been talking to them about their sort of auction providers, and we do encourage the agents that we work with to offer the full 3 methods rather than just 2. So they're very receptive to the auction and having that plug-in, and it's been quite well received in the industry. I think this week, obviously, this is great timing because it was just announced yesterday, so we've already had contact with a few Iamsold members, but really keen to speak to more and promote that into the future.
So if I don't know anything about sort of either of your companies at the moment, how would you elevate a pitch? Explain to me the benefits you feel you're going to be able to give that agent.
So it's really simple, really straightforward. It's about generating additional revenue without any additional costs and without diluting your existing business model.
Yeah. And that's a really nice feature, isn't it? As you said, without any extra cost, because we're all on the back of a market that people frankly wouldn't have believed if you'd offered it to them back in May or June, would we? But it can't roll on forever, and there will be a challenge at some stage in the marketplace there, won't it? And it's a key there is that's the very time you don't want to be layering costs on top. So to have solutions like this that again can offer additional routes to market and indeed additional revenue streams can only be a really good thing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, we're in a weird market right now where it's booming, and it's going to probably keep going as people rush for the stamp duty deadline on the 31st. But that doesn't mean that there's not vendors out there that want speed and security that can come from an auction perspective. I think from an agent's view, having a relationship with Iamsold, with Love2Move or on its own, it gives the agent the ability, free of charge, to expand their services overnight, and that is critical in this market, critical in any market, to have more ways to win, which is which is the ethos that is very similar to within Iamsold and with Love2Move, so that's why it works really well as a partnership. But critically, one of the key things for an agent is that route to cash. It's the biggest challenge out there for every single agent that I speak to. Simon, you live in webinars with agents on a daily basis. I'm sure you hear it more than most, the challenge of getting that converted transaction through to cash. So with auction, we can pay you within 7 days of the deal being closed. That in itself is a game changer for any size of business, especially with Mark's independent target audience. It's a huge win to have that in their arsenal and have that cash generation coming with such ease.
Guys, fantastic tie-up. Best of luck with it, and I'm sure you'll have great times with it.
Thank you. Cheers, guys. Thanks, Mark.